In this video, I'm going to go over how to get out of an abusive relationship. You may want to take notes during this video. I'm going to be throwing a lot of information at you. You may also want to go back and watch this video more than once. If you are in a relationship right now where you do not feel like you are safe and you're worried about your life and the lives of your children, I encourage you to get out now. Get a hold of a crisis center, a domestic abuse crisis center. You can also contact women's shelters if you need information on how to get a hold of these places. I have a list of numbers I can give you, or I can walk through this process with you. You don't have to do this alone. If you are in a relationship where you do not feel like your life is in danger, but it is still toxic, or you're trauma bonded in it, or it's just very, very soul sucking, then you can begin to work through these steps and tear free from this relationship. The first thing you're going to want to do is have an exit plan. This is an emergency exit plan. When you're with a narcissist, you never know how this person can react to anything. Your day to day can be extremely unpredictable. So it's always good to have a bag packed of your belongings and your children's belongings, everything that you can need: chargers, toothbrush, toothpaste, clothing, everything. And you put these belongings at someone else's house that if you need to get out, you know you can go to and your things are there. Another thing you can do is make copies of your car keys. So that way you can stick it in your pillowcase. And as you're laying in bed at night, if you need to get out during the night, you can stick your hand up in the pillowcase, pull out the car key, sneak out. And then you'll also have your bag waiting at your friend's house. But you need an exit plan. If you're still living with your abuser, then you're not going to be able to do this part. But if you are not in the home with your abuser, you need to go ahead and block them on everything. People always say, I don't want to change my number though. You may need to change your number so they can no longer get in contact with you. If you notice this person is still finding ways to get in contact with you or stalking you, at this point you need to get an order of protection. If you are forced into getting order of protection, do not feel bad or guilty for that. That may be very necessary in your case. Next, I have educate yourself on emotional abuse and the tactics that abusers use to keep you stuck in the relationship. This is very important. There are 52 characteristics of emotional abuse. If your partner is doing 8 to 10 of those, this is a highly toxic relationship. I will be posting the characteristics of emotional abuse on this group so you can check back in here for those. Also, educate yourself on the tactics that abusers use to keep you stuck in the relationship, such as trauma bonding, discard, and devaluing you, mirroring, future faking. You need to learn what these look like so you know what to expect. In my book, Stupid Girl From Pain to Purpose, I have all this information in there. If you do not have the money for a book, that is fine. Research this information out though. It is crucial. Next, you're going to make a list. This is one of the most important steps to this. You make a list of everything this person ever did to you that was messed up, everything they ever said, every way they ever violated you or disrespected you. You write every bit of it down. Then you read that list. And as you read each incident, you take a moment and pause and you say, how did that make you feel? And you really give thought to how it made you feel, because that takes the veil off. That helps you see past all the bullshit and see, this is what happened to me in this relationship. And this is how it made me feel at the time. You may need to do this every single day at first. May even need to do it multiple times a day. But this is going to be very, very important. Next, we have nurture and self-care. Often in these relationships, you get so beat down it's difficult to brush your teeth or take a shower. If you have gotten that beat down, on the days that you get up out of bed and you brush your teeth or you shower, take a moment to acknowledge that. Be proud of yourself for that, because it can be extremely hard to do the most minor things when you've been this beat down. So really acknowledge every little accomplishment and nurture yourself. Take care of yourself as far as, are you eating? Are you drinking? These are very important things. Next, you will do mirror therapy. There are going to be times when there is no one around for you to get a hold of when you're having a weak moment. When you have those weekdays, and in the beginning, this could be every single day at first, so I strongly encourage doing mirror therapy every day in the beginning. But let's say your abuser has been trying to get in contact with you, and you're sitting there debating on, should I call them? This is when you'll go to the mirror, and mirror therapy will look something like this. You get in your mirror, and you'll tell yourself, I love you. And because I love you, I'm not going to allow you to call him back. We can't go through this again. We can't take anymore. It is okay. You're going to be safe. And you tell yourself whatever you need to hear in that mirror as often as you need to do it. When you do, look yourself in the eyes and really speak to yourself and open up to yourself. Be kind and nurture yourself during these mirror talks. Next, we're going to begin affirmations. We create our future based off our thoughts and our emotions. And so, with the affirmations, this is going to put new thoughts in your head. You're probably very beat down right now, so you need to speak life into yourself so that you can even build yourself up enough to leave. For most people, it takes 63 days of repeating affirmations to reprogram the subconscious mind. For some, it takes even longer than that. So these affirmations have to be consistent every single day. You don't have to have a ton of them. You can have 5. I also suggest putting them on your mirror so you can look yourself in the mirror and read them to you every day in the beginning. But these affirmations will be something like, I am okay. I can do this. I am strong. I'm courageous. I live a life free of abuse. You decide what your affirmations are going to be, but they have to be empowering and encouraging to make you feel like you can live a life free of abuse. Every single time you feel weak, speak these affirmations. Next, you're going to begin to reconnect with people from your past. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, they have probably interfered with some of your friendships or some of your relationships with family members. You need to begin to try to reconnect these relationships because when you're leaving, you're going to need a support system. Next, I suggest seeking out therapy. It is going to be crucial for you to heal the parts of you that got you here, or you're just going to repeat this same pattern with the next person. If you do not go back and heal the things that happened to you in your past, you are just going to stay in this cycle. So seek out some type of help. The next thing you need to do is call out on a higher power. Whatever that may mean to you, universe, God, whatever. But you need something that you can lean on during this time and rely on that is greater than you. And let your higher power know, I want a life free of abuse and I need you to help me get out of it. And last, ghost them. Do not stick around for a conversation about how you're thinking about leaving. As soon as you get the opportunity to leave, get out. Do not give them a heads up. Do not warn them in any way. Just go. And again, I can't repeat enough. If you don't go back and heal the broken parts of you, every bit of this is a waste because you're just going to repeat it with a new person.